Moldy fruit and rotting vegetables aren't typically considered to be art muses, but they're serving an inspiration for one Winnipeg man. Joel Penner is a time-lapse filmmaker who uses scanners to capture fruits and vegetables as they decay. And he joins us now from our Winnipeg studio. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
When did you first get inspired to shoot decaying fruits and vegetables?
It was sort of around 2011, 2010. I'd been focusing on capturing gritty urban back lane scenes in Winnipeg, starting in high school. And I sort of had the idea from my lifelong love of plants to get into capturing time lapses of decaying flowers and vegetables. And I just found a lot of inspiration in that. And yeah, it came pretty naturally to me.
Okay, so we're watching some of your work. It looks pretty amazing. What drew you to it exactly? Was it just once you started realizing the visual and thought it was interesting? Or tell me a little bit more about the process.
Yeah, so I've sort of like followed a train of different subjects over the years. So I started with flowers, and then I got into the beauty of common urban weeds. And I also got into mosses and conifers. And for my current project, Rot, it focuses a lot on rotting fruits and vegetables, amongst many other things. And so I basically do these multi-month time lapses of fruits decaying, and in them I find these beautiful scenes of things like microbial growth happening and fruit fly larvae existing, and so things that you wouldn't typically think of as beautiful, but when you looked at it in the right way, it's pretty cool.
All right, so you do this, I believe, in the basement of your home. Is it sort of overcrowded with all of this stuff that is decaying?
Yeah, so a lot of it is in my basement. So I have like a studio area, and yeah, I have usually about maybe 10 to 20 time lapses going on at any given time. But I'll also have like satellite stations. So 2 years ago, or last winter, sorry, when my friend and collaborator and I were working on decaying animals, we set up like this heated mini shack outside in the winter to capture those things.
Yeah, how did that go?
Yeah, so it went pretty well. It was pretty tedious because you have to navigate like the smells, and we had to keep these flesh-eating taxidermy beetles alive during the winter. So there were a few close calls with like equipment conking out and stuff, and so. But overall, we got a lot of really exciting footage.
Yeah, that series I'm not too excited to see because I'm just not sure I could stomach it. How did you sort of stomach that process?
It was sort of like a process. So now I mostly see the beauty in it, but for the film, we're going to be sensitive to people's sensibilities. So we're going to have like a disclaimer, and
Got it.
It'll be tasteful.
Joel Penner, thanks for your time. I appreciate that.
Thanks.